going to go straight into the action here now for Season 11, Game 1 here with Dazed Clan and We Get Wiped from the Contenders Mixed Division, teeing off to get their Season 11 off on the right foot. So right now we're following Brojito getting a nice kill there onto batteries. But yeah, things are still kind of shaking up. 3 down now for We Get Wiped, and it looks like long haul spawn for We Get Wiped now as well. So there might be another good bit of slaying needed here before we move into any kind of satisfactory hold here. And yeah, so we are, we're excited to be back. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and yeah. So we are now following Coded here. Just trying to clear out gold pipes. Finds himself a nice little kill there up in gold pipes, and yeah, we will have Shio as well commentating with us shortly.
Yep, sorry about that. That was my bad. Had to step away, and they start the game without me. So we don't wait for anybody.
Yeah.
We don't wait for anybody here. That's how this works, all right?
Absolutely. But yeah, Shio, what do you think? How do you think this game's gonna cop out or roll out? Are you familiar with many of the players in the server here?
I'm familiar with some of them. I mean, Gravelith, Brojito, they've been around for quite a bit. Coded as well. Actually, I think is one of the founders of Classic Halo. So a few of these players, like, you do recognize and we have seen before. We Get Wiped, I'm definitely less familiar with in terms of players that have been around, but I mean, everyone's here, it's Contender. They're just here for, the fun of it, right? I mean, a lot of these players, don't have the time to commit a whole lot of hours to it and stuff like that. So, they're here for the fun. And I know a lot of them are just, this is your Halo fix for the week for a lot of these players, right? Like, you're going to get that one chance to play once a week, and this might be it.
Hey, I mean, if you're lucky, you have yourself a pre-made team as well for the Thursday. So, yeah, we're just following now AC here. Getting a nice kill in Whirlpool, but we'll go down to the 2 on C plat. And Coded now, looking to get some ball time, hopefully get some stuff back. Oh, but wait, he found himself on an island. I did not see those 2 pushing back from C, and I'm Dyloon now has a decent opportunity to hold here. Needs to be disciplined here. Make sure that they're in a position to play that ball. Does it roll off? It does. I'm Dyloon is a god, Shio.
I mean, yeah, the reset and everything, and We Get Wiped has crept now back into the lead as well, right? It was down, 17-4 or something. They got a good chunk of time there, and you get the reset to everyone to be forced to reposition. And Get Dubbed is going to get a couple of kills here, just looking to make it 3. There's the killing spree right now. It's currently 9-5 right now with a few seconds, and it's going to be staying right as these players, as they come up, and is going to continue to pick up these kills. Finally ends up going down. They finally get the trade there, but the ball has been moved a little bit, and you can see, like, Dazed is looking right now to get in position to try and get to this ball and, get some time in back yellow. It is mixed as well. So for those who are watching as well, do keep in mind that this is mixed. This is, the first time a lot of these players are playing with each other. So, that they're, it's going to be a little bit rough coordination, especially in Contenders. So, this might be one of those, I mean, especially Recharge Oddball is probably one of those ones that's going to go to time.
It could very well do, like, we have been seeing a lot of those kind of getting pulled off in, like, scores even in the higher rankings, which would be atypical for games of oddball at a high level here. But at Contender here, we could very well see just that. Like, these 2 teams just vying over slays, trying to get a feel for each other, try and see how each other plays and what each other's finest roles, not just as an individual, but on the team. How, like, so for example, like, you might be a good slayer, but hey, you might be also the best objective player on the team. And those are all things you have to find out over the course of the season.
Yep, no, absolutely. I mean, we are going to be seeing, right now, Get Domed is probably going to be your main slayer for Dazed right now as you look at the scoreboard here. It's currently a 14-8, leading the entire lobby in terms of kills. As you can see, Green and your mom is going to be going up here. You're going to find one, but a teammate will be there to trade that one out. You're going to have Brojito here with Coda, the last couple of lives. He's going to have that shock rifle and gets the swap off as well to get that kill and is not able to find that shot with the shock rifle here. So you will see the ball is going to be in the hands of We Get Wiped. So despite the slaying differential here, right, they are doing their job when it comes to the objective. They're at 58 points. And there's under a minute to go on the clock as well. So that is something that we have to keep in mind.
Oh, absolutely. And I think as well, you know, these slaying differentials, especially in the early season, can be like overcome by a team that maybe has decided, hey, we've all, you know, been put together. Maybe we do a couple of, you know, maybe we queue up a couple of times before we go in, figure our kind of games out, you know?
Yeah, no, that's always. I know a lot of mixed teams do end up doing that. It's just, I mean, especially in the contender division, you do have a lot of teams that, well, players just don't have the ability to do that, you know? I mean, it's.
Absolutely.
You know, you probably have kids. A lot of these guys do have kids, honestly. I mean, a lot of these players are older. A lot of the community are fathers and mothers, right? So we do have a lot of players that just don't have the time to be able to commit to stuff like that. So.
Yeah, the Halo Dad League. The Halo Dad League.
I mean, not everyone's a dad. I can't say that for everybody, you know. So I mean, it's we
well,
can't
we could have had a syllable onto that, but things would get very weird.
Right? No, absolutely not. No, but also to note though on the scoreline, it's now 86 to 34. Dazed running out of time here to basically bring this back. There's 22 seconds to go on the clock, and they have to hold this for over 50 seconds to be able to pick this lead back up. You can see Gravlift was trying to stay alive with the ball.
Oh my god, no!
I think missed the jump, and that jump is going to cost him his life. He goes down. GamerKid's going to pick this ball up instead. Only 10 more seconds now for We Get Wiped.
Absolutely. You know, I've got to say there that, like, that was unfortunate. I do think that there was no way back for Dazed at that moment in time. Like, that was a desperation hold. Yeah, unfortunate missing the jump. Could have gotten a bit more out of this game one. But yeah, We Get Wiped, getting a pretty convincing first win there in round one of Oddball.
Yeah, I mean, they got it. I mean, yeah, despite the slow differential, they seem to be doing perfectly okay there. But True Get Domed is still popping off here and is looking to continue to go. Has the camo in play. That's going to get that back smack on towards GamerKid there. So you can see just wrecking havoc here in the back lines of We Get Wiped, as that's going to be another double kill here, picked up by True. And the ball's still untouched. So, you know, starting our games off in recharge oddball, you know, as they usually are in the Halo Rec League, nobody touched that ball for a while. And I mean, it's just kind of how it is here. As the player is still going to continue going on, and finally, Dazed is going to grab that ball.
Enemy has the ball.
Yeah, and you know they're gonna have to try and get themselves a setup here because because yeah, we had one up on Cat there. GamerKid dies, just getting killed, and it can be a fly in the ointment. There are two in control. That ball needs to go into pit right now. Like, Gravlift needs to recognize that he is all alone here. And will go down. Ball is in pit though, so it does give his teammates an opportunity, those extra couple of seconds, to get their guns back up and kind of try and prevent any runs like this. And oh, it's a great shot there by True Get Domed and onto AC. And I'm a Dyloon now needs to just get himself down behind that little box and get ready to play that ball, because the pressure is about to come.
Yeah, but no, it is coming for sure. You're going to see GamerKid with that shock rifle in hand as well, as they're going to be able to, well, working on trying to pick up this lead, but it's going to get that smack and that kill. Gravlift and Coded have both fallen here, and that ball is going to be right in front of GamerKid, who's trying to get these shots off, and is going to succeed in doing so. Takes out the main slayer of Dazed here, and this is going to be GamerKid just locking down the back of the map here. And is going to get the no-scope perfect as well. Killing spree to go with it. GamerKid doing absolutely everything. Trying to get to that Camwood. Won't succeed, though. Gravlift will bring him down. As we're going to see Gravlift with that BR up top. No one's going to touch that ball. That will probably reset in just a couple seconds here, as the fight is just going on bottom mid. And that's going to be the camo in the hands of True Get Domed once again.
Yeah, and I've got to say, like, True Get Domed definitely is putting up some like very impressive numbers here in this game one. But also, I think unsung is Gravlift, 14 kills but 17 assists. Like, really putting the damage down and setting up his team for success here, and as well having the most ball time. So Great display there now. Whereas we see a more kind of traditional OBJ player here in I'm a Dailoon, who seems to always get his fingers on the ball at every opportunity and, you know, soak up as much time as possible.
Yep, as we're going to see here, it's going to be 3 dead for the side of Dazed.
Oh,
so
great game
We Get
sense.
Wiped is going to continue on here.
Oh, no!
Oh, doesn't
Never
see it,
mind.
no! Doesn't see it, might have thought that was a teammate, I don't know, but oh, Coda's going to get that one as well, gets 2 kills out of it, and GamerKid is going to be forced to retreat after eating that fully charged plasma shot. Just took it fully in his face. And the shots are going to continue to ring out here. The nades are going to fly out, but those players have grabbed that ball and they're trying to just run for it here. But no, they're just going to line up instead. They stack up. Neither player in the position to shoot back. And that is going to be the ball gifted right back over to We Get Wiped as they're going to continue to try and extend this lead.
Yeah, they just about almost get it to tie game there, but they do have to drop and fight. Great decision there from GamerKid, because they were under a lot of pressure and were men down on the map. So great work there, allows them to maintain some kind of control over the ball and deny the upcoming push. It's almost as important here as I'm a Dailoon able to get that ball now and start making his way back up towards gold pipes. Should have a bit of help, but Brohito is just running straight through red pipes. He's already on our screen here and absolutely does a fantastic job breaking this setup almost before it gets a chance to start. But yeah, only problem at the end of that is that there's no players there to capitalize on all the damage that was dealt and like get that ball out of gold.
Yep, I mean, we are going to see here, it is going to be, I mean, Dazed just trying to get back into things as the ball is going to be, you know, currently untouched. That's going to be a nice trade there. Brohito will trade out on towards green. AC's going to fall as well, but you can see We Get Wiped here. Still maintaining the lead. We're down to 1:30 to go once again, so time becoming of the essence here. They're lead, you know, not as big as the last time. It wasn't, you know, a 50-point lead or anything, but it's still going to be a problem here as GamerKid's going to put down True, and the players are going to continue to be funneling their way towards that ball that's currently in the hands of Dailoon right now. As you know, this is going to be, you know, quite a bit going on. AC going to fall once again. And you can see, I mean, just the players are funneling all the way across the map. GamerKid trying to get these cutoffs, knows where the players are coming from. You're going to see Dailoon still the ball in hand. 15 seconds to go is all that will be needed.
He dancing! He dead dancing! Oh no, the ball got stuck on the lip!
Yeah, it didn't get out, and well, that's going to be, you know, thank you very much. Coden's going to grab that one now, and that ball will be, you know, in the hands of the other team here. The players are going to come. This defense is standing tall here. This Coden's going to have to drop that and try to get.
Oh, he got lucky. He got very lucky.
Oh, he missed the melee though. 4 dead for Dazed, and that I think is going to do it for map 1.
Absolutely, and I mean, I've got to say, the only problem that I think We Get Wiped are going to have on their team is that GamerKid did
real
not.
late for us, so we appreciate it. We're right back in. It's going to be Aquarius, and you can see already the OS is in Dazed hands here, and they're going to have this early lead here. As you know, the early gunfights trading out back and forth. It's going to be 2-1 here, as I guess OS happened. Now everyone's just running away from it.
Yeah. Oh man, there's there's a lot there in Fridge just off spawn. That's a terrible trap to find yourself in, especially when you have your camo player, or sorry, your shield player there, just overwatching your spawn. It's gonna be misery. They do manage to get their way somewhat out of it, only losing 2 and going 3 behind here. It looks like it's gonna be 4, with Green finding himself isolated. But yeah, this is one of those now where this next round of slays, this one coming up, is going to be extremely important. And the problem here is that we see We Get Wiped just aggressing here when they need to just back off. So unless something crazy comes out here, I think we're going to see this lead extend a decent amount in this early game, as Dazed Clan are dictating the pace of this one.
No, absolutely. I mean, Gravlift has yet to die. Got that OS, and it's just going off. And, you know, Jugetdome continuing from the previous map is still continuing to frag out. Is 7-2 right now, and We Get Wiped hasn't really been able to stabilize the situation here, right? They're kind of just grouped up. They do take down the important players. They're grouped here around OS, and that's a great nade out of GamerKid to come through AC's is gonna go down as well. We're gonna be on board with green here as they're still trying to posture around this OS that's gonna come up in a few seconds here, and we get wiped. This might get stolen out from under your noses because there's somebody beneath you, and I don't think they realize that yet.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I think, you know, it's early yet. I mean, obviously they've kind of lost the early game. I don't know if bro. Oh yes, no, it is Gamer Kid who does have the OS and is using it to rotate, which is good. The only problem is here he needs to make sure he doesn't get a kill he's behind. Does manage to keep awareness of the player who is behind him. That overshield is now gone, but he has taken a lot of attention from the other team. The perfect shots there get themselves a kill as well, closing the gap to 6. So, you know, this game is still going on, and I think now that it's easy to say that We Got Wiped are now stabilized somewhat.
Yep, definitely. I mean, they're closing that gap too. You look at it, they're only down by 4 kills. It was up to at least 9 at one point here, so 17 to 13 is fantastic. You do see they're, you know, they're stabilizing. They're slowing things down. They haven't died in a little bit here, so they're doing a good job. Or as I say, that Gamer Kid dies. So, you know, I'm just casting curse and everything here as usual, but, you know, We Get Wiped is doing a good job here, just kind of keeping the situation stable. They are going to go down another 2 here. That's true, you know, trying to chase this 1 kill and is going to track that player down. It will pick up green. So, I mean, We Get Wiped, gonna lose a couple more here, and I mean, this might be Dazed, you know? We Get Wiped stabilized, and now it might just be unstabilized.
Absolutely, and they do all spawn on yellow util, and they're kind of pushing out through car. They need to be faster about this, though, because they could get absolutely trapped in car, and basically offer themselves up in a shooting gallery as Get Domed. Domes a couple, gets 2, gets himself a double kill, and yeah, this is exactly why you need to be, you know, in positions where, you know, you're able to, like, you know, move and cover each other. Like, in that situation, there are just so many avenues to, you know, get shot at, you know, so you really need to start, like, you know, covering each other's crosses here if We Get Wiped and you want a chance in this series.
Yep, you're going to say, I mean, Marina's going to be behind these players. It is going to catch once. That will be Dilun going down. Has a plasma pistol at the ready. And if that hit on the OS player, it won't. But that would have been a critical shot for the side of Dazed. But We Get Wiped will have that OS in hand. I'm not sure if it was on Gamer Kid. If so, it's gone already. Gamer Kid's going to come up behind 1. Looking to hunt down our friend. That was Brojito with that pistol. And is going to finally catch him. And Brojito will end up falling. So, you know, still, I mean, there's still 10 kills down, though. You do have the side of Dazed is about to cross the point mark, but instead, Gamer Kid is going to absolutely fry every single player on the screen, and has got triple. I don't know how he gets a triple. I don't even know how he got more than 1. He got like 6.
The only problem here now is that it's only decreased the the deficit by 1, and you know, unless there's a delayed trade coming in here, back up to 10, all that good work was for naught. So we're just gonna have to follow Gravlift here, or sorry, Dilun, and see if he's able to, you know, crack this, because yeah, you just had another isolated 2v1 there up on P2, and they're already looking down to util when they know that there are 2 players down fridge. So things are getting a bit hectic here for We Get Wiped, and you know, that's completely understandable when you're up against a kind of you know, a team that's dictating this like very quick pace in Aquarius.
Yeah, no, definitely. We will see. I mean, it's going to be, you know, 9-point difference right now as Dilun is going to be on screen. Unfortunately, it is going to fall as Shuget Dome will pick that one up. We have 15 and 11 right now, just leading the or I was going to say leading the lobby, but no, that's actually Gamer Kid, who's currently 16 and 8, has the OS. Dazed, this is where you turn around and run away. You do exactly what that guy's doing, because you don't want to be anywhere near this man as he comes charging at you with his you know, his bandage, just shooting missiles basically in your direction. There's 3 players, and Gamer Kid says, I'm challenging that. Says, nope, I'm taking that fight. That is what the team needs right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. The OS is double shield, and when there's 3 players shooting at you, it doesn't actually work that well. You know,
well, I mean, 3 BRs beat 1 BR, unfortunately.
Yeah, but 3 BRs beat 2 shield as well, so unfortunately, it doesn't work out for Gamer Kid there. And it's going to have to fall back, but 42 to 30 now. We Get Wiped is basically gonna have to slow this down heavily, or they're gonna have to go on a spree where they do not die for an extended period of time, because this is getting now close to the end of map number 2, and Dazed looking to tie this series up at 1-1.
Yeah, and I mean, this is wild because, I mean, Days Gone, like, or sorry, We Get Wiped won the first game, like, and it was not close. And now the reverse is absolutely true here in this Slayer game too. So maybe, you know, we have a map specialist team, you know, Days Gone, just big Aquarius players. Good trade out there onto GamerKid. And it looks now like we are entering the final stages here, unless there are some heroics from the We Get Wiped team.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see, 33 to 44. Those heroics need to come a little bit faster, and unfortunately, that's not one of them, as AC is going to fall. And Dilud is also going to fall, and True to get domed is just going to put the reload, and only needs one bullet, and gets another one onto GamerKid. As that, I think, is going to be the nail in the coffin here. 48 to 34 is going to be how we're looking here. That OS coming up is going to be in the hands of Dazed as well, and I don't think they're even going to bother. They're just going to charge forward for these kills, and it's going to be 49. One more is going to finish things off here, and that is probably going to do it in, just a moment here. The OS is going to be just kind of, salt on the wound here at this point. And that's going to be it. It's 50 to 36 is going to be live fire. It is going to be King of the Hill. I know we were talking about strongholds. That's not actually the game mode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is King of the Hill. But the fight for Camo here can be a strange one on this map. A lot of teams elect to just ignore it and hope for the hill time here, but a lot of the time this B hill is dictated by the second team that comes in with Camo to spoil the day of the team almost scoring. Let's see if that plays out here as Gravlift gets his toesies onto the hill. 3-0 again. A very hot starter, Gravlift, from what we've been seeing so far. Always seems to have like a very good opening life.
Yep, no, absolutely. It's been fantastic for the team. As you can see, the pings coming out, the communication, and Gravlift's probably like, I don't know if Gravlift has, the shoot button attached to like ping. Like with the communication that's coming out, it's just all Dazed right now here. We Get Wiped, had the early time on the hill, and now they can't get anywhere close to it. Gravlift's is 6-0. He hasn't died.
Yeah, he's the Iron Man on this hill. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets Hill Guardian here. This last push now, I think, is going to be just too late. And yeah, I mean, this is the story of Livefire at the moment, where it just seems the team that is patient enough to pick up the power on the map is able to pick up that first hill.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, they're doing a fantastic job there, and it's going to be, We Get Wiped on the hill early, but a big snipe comes in and takes down two. You will see Green and Dilud both falling here, so We Get Wiped is going to get knocked right out of the hill. Kind of a repeat of what we just saw on hill number 1 as well. They were there early, they had the early time, and Dazed just comes in and goes, boop, out of the hill you go, disappear, and they will now take over as they're going to continue to just frag out. But it looks like We Get Wiped is going to be here and ready, but no, GamerKid is going to get just boxed right off the map. Body goes flying, and We Get Wiped is actually it's scoring on the hill. There's a player down there. Graftless is up top, but there is somebody inside this hill. Looks like they're going to back out, and I mean, it's just chaos right now. It is absolute chaos.
Sense of flight. Yeah, I like that from Gravlift, the style points, send him off, get a couple of kills while he's in the air, But yeah, 3 dead now for We Get Wiped, and maybe it's just the case that Daze Clan will just get warmed up in game life.
Yeah, honestly, that's very possible, honestly, based on what we've been seeing here as the players continuing to just go crazy across the map. And you will see, I mean, the frags coming in.
Oh, no way!
Is going to continue the double kill and picks up the sniper to go with it. An 11-2 start here for True Get Domed is going to continue charging forward. And right now it is looking very much like Dazed is in control.
Yeah. GamerKid does manage to get their way to the nest, but I think the sniper is going to be the end of him. Another, I would imagine, killing spree for True Get Domed here, and that's Hill 2 kind of wrapped up, and the slay differential here is devastating. If you are we Get Wiped, like I don't know what you can do in the face of these kind of numbers. You're just gonna have to get your team together and you know, just get a good team fight. You know, get yourself an opening kill and just start working as a team, even if that means giving up hill time, because you're gonna have to start the ball rolling at some point instead of trickling in and out of spawns and having these kind of 2v2, 3v2s on the map all the time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it is going to be, you know, we get wiped getting some of that initial time once again, and then they're going to get knocked out of the hill. So the pattern just repeating itself over and over and over again so far, as you're going to see the players continuing to try and push towards this hill. And you're going to see AC is going to be one in top window, but will end up falling. It's going to be 2 dead for Dazed. Green knows the player in this corner. Yeah, he's able to find that player and box them out, but it's going to end up going down. So 2 for 2 traded out on the map right now. Both those players for We Get Wiped is going to be in the front. They're going to come charging through, and Gravelift will fall. Only Gravelift's 3rd death of the game. So a lot of control being posed here by Dazed, but they're not going to be the ones inside the hill right now. They're going to be out, and I'm being doing with a great, you know, thrust away. Gets one, doesn't get another though, and is going to end up falling there.
Yeah, Burrito now does also go down, and that's kind of the stunt to this phase of it. But then again, they got B spawns. I think they got B spawns, and they're already in, just pressuring the hill. Got a nice double kill again there from True Get Domed, and yeah, I mean, you know, this man doesn't leave anything on the plate. You know, it's just always, you know, even if it's just the last headshot, you can always count on this guy. It looks like to just finish off any kill that's put in front of him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, they're just finishing left, right, and center. And, you know, I mean, Dazed definitely has the slaying advantage here. There's going to be Coded looking to try and get inside the hill here, but you are going to have players from the side of We Get Wiped around the outside. There's going to be a box. It's not going to be able to finish that kill. GamerKid's going to pick that one up. And this is going to be We Get Wiped on the hill as they press forward, trying to get in on towards the hill, but they're going to get absolutely wiped. The floor has been swept. All 4 dead. Dazed is going to be in the hill, and I think this should take over hill number 3 for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And this backseat hill is dicey. Like, there are nice little places that you can dip out to, but you know, if you get like drawn into this hill, like green and your mom there, like you're just gonna get taken out immediately. And you know, it's not about like, you know, who gets there first. It's about who gets there best, right? And we're seeing that from Dazed Clan. And there's absolutely no pressure on Brojito here now at the moment, able to soak up a good 1/3 of the hill here on their own after getting that 1 kill onto Green and your mom.
Yeah, but we're going to see, I mean, it's going to continue again. I mean, just live fire looks like it's just Dazed map. The players are going absolutely crazy here across the map, and they're just, you know, We Get Wiped has not really been able to just get anything going here. As you can see, things continuing on. Green and Co. trying to get through the garage on towards B here, trying to get towards the hill, but the hill is just being held down, and that is going to be a 4-0 sweep. King of the Hill is Dazed on with our series. It is Aquarius, and I know, you know, we don't see 2 and 4 in the same map pool. That was my bad, but we're running with it. I will.
Hey, look, I mean, if it's Aquarius, I'm definitely okay.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Owing up to it. Realistically, with Strongholds and the way the map pool is this season, it's you know, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So it kind of is what it is right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, these teams have had a chance to face each other in this map, and you know, Dazed Clan did rely on a lot of heavy rotation in that last game when they were fighting, and you know, when they were kind of capitalizing on damage and deaths on the other team, like spawn trapping them, which will help them in this map or in this game. But with players forced to spawn on one side of the map, it could lead to some interesting situations here, and some more opportunities maybe for We Get Wiped to get out of potential traps.
Yep, no, definitely looking forward to seeing that here as we go forward. As we will see here, it is going to be AC trying to get into a gunfight here, and is going to end up falling, so does not come out on top of that one. Unfortunately, does fall. And we are going to see We Get Wiped just trying to push on forward. Dazed is going to be in the We Get Wiped base, and that's going to be Gravelift, who's coming off a massive live fire is going to be, you know, a relatively more tame 3-3 here. So, you know, I guess we've kind of tempered expectations just a little bit.
I mean, he did go like 6-0 in this one last as well, didn't he? So, you
Yeah,
know,
that is a good point, actually. Did start off quite crazy. So, a little less crazy. Things have toned down, or we get wiped has kind of adjusted. The slaying is like dead even across the board almost, right? I mean, it's pretty relatively even. I say that, right? As you know, AC just gets completely blown to bits. It's just going to be another one here, and that's going to be another kill from Brojito. So, you know, big start. Brojito, everyone's kind of taken their turn here, like popping off, it seems like.
absolutely. You know, and he's definitely standing up and being counted here. It's now just about whether this team can coordinate and kind of build off the back of their slays to be able to get to the flag. You know, we did see a lot of objective efficiency from We Get Wiped last time, but CTF is very different. You can't really afford great shots there from Gamer. Sorry, fantastic shots there, and he's kind of willing his team forward. The only problem is he's there on his own, you know, and sometimes you've got to wait for support. Now, Daloon able to get himself to top P. That allows for this run here, and it's all now down to his team being able to hold that middle ground and prevent the opponents from getting a chance to just knock him down. Gamer, oh wow, that's fantastic. Unbelievable cap there. Just great run, great awareness of where he can and can't get damage, and great cover from his team to put him 1-0 up in this game 4.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be a big early lead as well. As you're going to see, I mean, but this is what we saw like on map 1, right? The objective control from We Get Wiped has been fantastic. Despite being outslayed, they are able to work around and put a heavier focus on like, when those kills are more impactful, basically, right? They're doing a great job of that. And we're seeing them continue to just go crazy here. As we are going to have players continue, and that's going to be, you know, another double kill out of Brojito. Great job here as they're trying to push the raid forward. We Get Wiped, though, coming off spawn. And it's just, you know, they're just not able to get through, basically. The line is being held by the side of We Get Wiped, and they're mounting a fantastic defense.
Yeah, and they're getting out of their base as well, which is good. You know, once you get those 1 or 2 kills, you need to start moving up towards the middle of that map, or like it's all for naught, right? I mean, you're not gaining anything off the back of them. Now, Gamer here, Gamer Kid does go down, does trade, which is good. But it allows his team the opportunity to start moving forward. But here we're already seeing that coded, stuck in the old back of the base there, and a gentleman's ninja, as I like to call it, going on right there, down onto the unsuspecting green.
Yeah, we're going to say, I mean, there's going to be Mealy up top, and that's going to be, you know, 1-for-1 trade, though, but Coded just gets absolutely lit up trying to cross. Looking both ways before crossing, but that's going to be 2. 3 dead for We Get Wiped here. Only 2 players are going to be left up. But, I mean, that was your chance, basically, from Dazed, and they're not really getting into the base. They're getting shut down. There's going to be 1 player, though, on the flag as, you know, True just gets blown to the ceiling there. Absolutely crazy as they, you know, just pops out. And, I mean, the base is being held, right? The flag got, you know, a few feet. And there's 2 players going to be here. Blue utility that Green is trying to deal with. Green's going to go down. There's 2 left alive. Daze trying to get on towards that flag still. And with them spawning up Fridge, this should be an opportunity to go for the pull. And that's exactly what's happening. Gravlift is on the run with that flag, trying to just run away as fast as possible. And, I mean, doing a pretty good job of that right now.
Absolutely. There will be cross shots, but oh, the ball, oh, get stuck. I don't think it's going to matter too much here. There are still 2 down. Gravlift able to punch that in and keep his life. So now it's all about the overshield coming up. Daloon there gets perfected by True, get domed, and he's right onto Green and Yamam again, and that's 2 dead. And True get domed already, just right up in their base, like knows exactly where the last 2 players are, puts down massive damage. AC goes down, and that flag is on its way. Just Gamer Kid there to stop the flag run, and yeah, very lucky to do so, I would say. That flag should get returned. It does. Okay, thankfully. I thought there was a world in which they got the touch on that and things could have gotten very weird, but it looks like now We Got Wiped have cleaned house. Daloon gets a nice double kill, and now they need to know and they need to feel the fact that there are too fewer players or enemies on the map and push up.
Yep, we're going to see as they're, you know, making their way forward here. As Dylan is going to be like chasing this one player down that is inside of Yo Utility and is going to find them. But finds two, bit off a little more than they can chew. And the team is unfortunately not going to be able to be there to support. As you will see the Plasma Pistol, that's a great shot. Noob combo there out of GamerKid. And the team support is there. They're going to get another as, I don't know, that was one of his teammates just like running out of the base. Just like running into the line of fire, trying to get away. And I'm very confused by what I just witnessed there. But at the end of the day, it's going to be 2 dead for either side. We get wiped. Their push is going to come to a halt, and down they go.
Absolutely, but that's more of what we want to see from them here. Like they lost fights, they lost individual fights, but like their team play there was good. They pushed together, perhaps maybe a little bit like too close together, but it's a good omen of like things to come on this map. I think that, you know, as long as they keep that kind of play up, they're in with a shout of you know, pulling out a narrow lead here on Aquarius.
Yeah, but I mean, we still have 4 minutes to go, so I mean, clock not coming into effect just yet, but we are tied up 1-1. The flag is out. The flag is out. GamerKid, last one alive, trying to hold the line against the OS, will not do so. Ends up going down, and that is going to be huge right now if you are the side of Dazed Clan. Trying to get away with that flag. Gravenus is going to grab another, and the flag is going to be in position. 3 dead on We Get White means they have the opportunity to run this.
Yeah, that was great coordination. I mean, Gravenus' position there was killer. Like, because that basically was the nail in the coffin. His flag was always going to get home with that position in. Even if he doesn't get a kill, which he does. Like, you know, fantastic positioning. And great coordination from the team. They all seemed to know exactly where each other were, and I assume the comms were just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, they just did a fantastic. That was just great. I mean, just great running across the board. Well played by the team. As we can continue here, it's going to be 2-1. So now the pressures are going to be on We Get Wiped here. They're going to be the ones that have to go forward. They're the ones that have to get in there and get a flag out. And I mean, Dylan right now, last alive, 3 players go down. Not really the start you want to see.
Yeah, like, I mean, they do still have 2 minutes. They need to stabilize here. They need to get Dazed Clan back behind the 50-yard line, which is going to be a monumental task considering they're getting flanked in their own base right now. So, yeah, all 4 up. This is their kind of best opportunity to start inching their way towards some map control. But I say that it's 2 dead for either team now, and it's all down to how Green and Your Mom takes this play. Because, yeah, not going down there, not like being a little aggressive, but being a little lucky as well can be good. And with this overshield going into True Get Domed, things are getting very dicey now for We Get Wiped.
No, I mean, it is just going to continue to be a problem here. I mean, you can see, I mean, again, the fragging out on the side of Dazed is just much higher, and I think right now it's just something that We Get Wiped not able to really overcome. It's been a bit of an issue for this map, and it's going to continue, it looks like, to be an issue as the flag is currently pulled, and that might be the dagger, honestly. If We Get Wiped is not able to put this one back, this might be the end of the game, as Dazed is going to end up, or I believe, sorry, We Get Wiped is going to end up getting that one return, so that will get sent back. But it does look like here. Yeah, I mean, Brojito's still here in the back of the base on a killing spree as well. Just absolutely just continuing to charge forward, and it is, you know, it is a problem. This is very much a problem.
Oh, absolutely. And the only thing he has to do here is live, right? If he just stays alive in that base, like, there's no hope, right? You know, because, you know, he has to be cleared out. And what it's led to is just a nice little cap opportunity. Unfortunate little bonk there, but this flag going in will be the death knell for We Get Wiped.
Yeah, I mean, that probably going to be it, basically. As, you know, there's 42 seconds to go. You got to cap 2 flags, and that is a tall ask for sure here. As time is beginning to count down in the series, it's going to be counting down for the team. And, you know, that will probably be, yeah, goodbye to We Get Wiped in map number 1 of this, or sorry, match number 1 of the season. Because they will fall. And, you know, Coda just running another flag here with 15 seconds to go, and it's just kind of, you know, additional nails in the coffin. You're just, you know, hammering it again and again and again until you don't need anymore.
Absolutely, and just look at Brohito, Gravlift, and True Get Domed. Like, they almost have the exact same stat line. I mean,